What is going on to you Libras out there? So you have the Strength, the King of Pentacles, and you Libras have the Eight of Wands. So these three cards right here for you Libras are about honestly speaking, you Libras are going to want to be able to tell somebody off. You're going to be tempted to. There's people right now that I can see where a lot of people are not really intelligent, so they're beginning to try your patience. You talk to them, you're trying to find out what type of time they on. They on some stupid stuff. The way that they interact with you, they're not coming correct. They're making up excuses for the stupid stuff that they're doing. And the Eight of Wands represents how, again, cop and blow, right? Cop and blow. It's, you know, it really is a situation where you can't force, obviously, you can't force them to stay. So you have to understand that this is what type of time it is, right? Snoop Dogg is a Libra. And, you know, Snoop Dogg will tell you what it is. Like, you know, you can't keep them, you know. You can't. You know, go listen to Snoop Dogg. Go listen to a song by Snoop Dogg called Boss's Life. Snoop Dogg being a Libra himself, he'll give you a lot of the game in that song. But you can't keep them. You know what I mean? If they don't want to be kept, you ultimately can't do anything about it. This is where, again, the whole concept of cop and blow comes from. It's the fact that no matter how much it is that you interact with some people, again, don't hold on to anything or to anyone too tightly. You know, keep your hand open. You're going to lose some things, right? Some things are going to go out, of course. But then there's some things that's going to land in your hand too. And if you keep it tight, especially when it comes to relationships, the person will start to resent you because you're not willing to let them go, especially if the streets is calling them, right? There's nothing that essentially you can control about that. If the streets is calling them, then that's what it is. So the Eight of Wands now represents how you Libras need to stay focused on what you got, what you got going on. That's what you need to do, if you ask me. The Eight of Wands represents, once again, you gotta stay focused. Don't get derailed by anything in your way. The Tower and the Page of Swords, because you have, I ain't even gonna lie, you have people around you that just want to get attention from you. You know, people that will come into your life that will try to intentionally frustrate you, because this is part of the games, right? Like, and I've talked about this before. You know, I've talked about this before, but like, you know, when it comes to interacting with other people, you know, sometimes people will look at it from a perspective of, well, maybe this person isn't into you. And it's like, once again, yo, what are they wilding out here about, fam? They were just here. Anyway, whatever, right? You know, sometimes people will say things like, oh, they were literally just, they were just here literally 5 minutes ago, fam. That's my homie Santos out there. Okay. Oh, my bad. I saw somebody that I knew outside. Anyway, the point that I'm trying to make here with that, right? The point that I'm trying to make here with that, though, is that you know, there's this talk about how this person doesn't like you and this person, again, a person who has that type of mentality, everybody is a mark, everybody is a target. There is no such thing as respect. In order for a person to have respect, it means that there is a demarcation line, and I hope YouTube don't hit me for this, but there is a demarcation line or a line or a bottom a person will reach where they stop, and this is their hard limit. The mere fact that you have people ripping and running around out here talking about if this person had liked you, they give you the respect. That's cap. Oh my gosh. I don't know why people say these disingenuous things, fam. If this person liked you, then they would respect you, you Libras. Listen to me, you Libras, look, this is the real game. A lot of people who will play games with you, they'll play games with everybody. Nobody is the exception. They playing games all day long with no matter who it is. This is why I say that you can't, if you are a Libra, okay, and you are striving to have integrity here, your whole being, accept responsibility, absolutely, right, for your part in things. But don't be so bent out of shape when things don't necessarily go your way when it comes to another person. Because people are going to perpetually be here. They hang around individuals to get something. Because everybody is a mark. Because how many times have you Libras heard about how somebody will talk about what they will submit to, or what they will love, what they will give this to? But then when you actually see these individuals, who actually are they though? If they ever were to get any of the things, even if it's small, even some of the things that they said that they wanted to get from a significant other at the time, they treat that same significant other that they spent so much time praising when they didn't have them, or when they first was buttering them up to persuade them into being duped, I should say, into being in a relationship with them. And then what happens? They treat them with the same disdain and disrespect that they do anybody else, like they were trash. You can't teach respect to a disrespectful person. Okay? If a person has pledged an oath, made a promise to themselves to use everybody, nobody is safe, unfortunately. You understand what I'm saying? So the point that I'm trying to make here is, forget about trying to save people. Forget about, you know what I'm saying? Like, you Libras need to hold on to your wealth. And how you hold on to your wealth, not just your financial health, but your mental wealth and your financial wealth and health as well. You need to pay attention to those things. Don't allow anybody around you that gives you such a hard time, right? People have asked me, how did I get to this point, right, where it doesn't affect me as much or at all in most cases, right? And the answer is simple. It's because I'm not gonna sit here or go anywhere else, and wherever I am, really being caught up, messed up over this, the trolling. You trying to get to know somebody, they trolling you constantly. They got the stupid look on their face. They know what it is that they doing is stupid, but they got the stupid look on their face because they've been caught. Yeah, look, we gonna get deeper into it. Right? I'm gonna teach y'all how stupid the mentality is. By the time I'm done, y'all gonna be saying the same thing. These people got mental problems. Don't worry, we're gonna get deep into it. You have the Three of Swords, right? So again, to piggyback off of the Tower, the Page of Swords, and the Three of Swords, don't allow people to come around you and stress you out. Because there's some people that you are going to meet. This is what the cards is warning about. You are going to meet, that's going to be in your life, that you may end up meeting, that's going to try to press you, that's going to try to apply pressure and stress you out. Don't allow them to stress you out. The Fool and the Devil card, if they are getting to a point where they're stressing you out so early in the relationship, that is your cue to leave them alone. A person, let me explain something to you. A person should not be, listen to me. I don't care what it is that them dating coaches says. Real relationships are not supposed to be having friction in them all the time, always conflicting. If that's the case, that is showing you that that is not a very good, healthy, functional relationship, if that's the case. Okay? All right? Okay? I don't care what works. Whatever it is that people think works only works for a short bit of time before one person decides that they don't want to continue to be like this, and the person decides to keep going with the stupidity, and then it gets bad for one side while it actually gets bad for both sides, while one side is all okay allowing it to sink like the Titanic. Okay, relationships should not be having that much friction in it, especially if you're gonna call yourself getting to know them romantically, and they're supposed to be rolling or good with you. They're not supposed to be out here. They're not supposed to be out here messing with your mind and get you to now start slipping and tripping and start getting upset, because that's part of the reason why they're acting so stupidly. It's because they want to get you upset. They want to get on your nerves. If those types of people have any kind of common sense, why in the blue world would they be striving so hard to get on your nerves? I never understood the concept of that, Libra. You getting to know somebody and the person can't stop acting like some of the stuff that I want to say, fam. They can't stop acting like they don't have a brain. They can't stop acting like this, right? You calling them, they don't want to answer the phone. You Libras is trying to go by their house, right? Because maybe you were if you show up, it's all good. Now all of a sudden they lock their doors, or well, they should always have their doors locked, but they don't want to let you in. They looking through the peek hole, right? Right? The peek hole. They're looking through the peek hole. They see you. They over here, whatever the case may be. They don't want to answer the door, right? You thinking that things is good. You in a situation where you just talked to them on the phone. You thinking things is good. You spend one day not talking to them. Free. You can hang out with your homies. You can conduct some business. You get a chance to actually breathe, right? Handle your business. You don't have to manage this relationship and everything like that. Essentially, you don't have to manage your relationship or whatever the case may be so much, right? And as a result of this, what happened? Here they come. They can't stop calling you. They can't stop texting you. They getting territorial with it. Why is it you not answering your phone? Why? That right there. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you. That's a dub for me if they automatically do that. I'm like, yo, because it's too much stress for all too short of a time. Like, how you creating that much stress is such, because my life is simpler and it's literally happier without that. I don't need some individual doing all of this like they own me, like I'm beholding to them. Like, what is going on right now? And the Page of Cups and the Judgment represents, this is what this person wants to do. They want to make it see they're giving an exchange. They're going to do everything that you want them to up until you get them into a relationship, and then they're going to start going wild. They are going to start going buck wild. So the people, just know, people who give you a hard time right at the very beginning or earlier on, stay away from those people. And to prove my point even further, this is why it is that I say that there's chameleons. The chameleons and the hyenas are really the same thing. It's just that the chameleons is the hyenas that understand them being outright a hyena and getting on the way and just being dysfunctional outright is not the most effective way. This is why it is I told you, Libras, to get off the moralism. This is why I tell all the zodiac signs to get off the moralism, right? Because, and to understand how things work cosmically, right? Amorally. because they're only giving you the stuff that they think that you Libras like up front, so that you can be lulled asleep, you can be comfortable, so that they can now start running all types of antics on you. You see what I'm saying? So this is what I mean when I say that moralism doesn't really matter at the end of the day. There's a such thing as integrity, but moralism doesn't have any real bearings in reality like that, because how is it that the person can be so nice to you, but then at the same time they still a hyena? They still a hyena in sheep's clothing. They're still a dysfunctional individual, but posing to be like they're really in for an actual real relationship and everything like that. It's because they lying. They're lying. You feel me? And this is why it is that you to end this thing right before I give y'all clarifications. This is why it is that you can't be so caught up with the niceties, right? A person being nice. Because often being just this nice person, right? They could be a great upstanding person, but just the niceties, the moralism of being nice, right? Of like posing, like the trappings of like needing to be like this nice person or whatnot. This person that gives off this impression that they're unassuming. It's because a lot of those nice people tend to have a very harsh outlook in life, right? They tend to be very strict and rigid in their thinking. And if they ever were to be in a position to have power, they would be tyrants. You know what I'm saying? And you wouldn't even see that coming, because you would be like, such and such, so nice. See, there's a hard flip to that. So let's clarify the devil card. Sorry about that. You have the Queen of Wands, Ace of Swords, Page of Swords, Five of Cups, and then you have the Unalive card to clarify the devil card. So, which is you being the devil, right? Because this shows that you Libras are becoming a lot more aware and a lot more sly with it yourselves, where people are assuming that you Libras are stupid. And that's not the case. What's happening here is that they think that you're stupid, so they assume you're gonna fall for it, and you're flipping the script. Because when they come in, they expect you to actually like give them something right off the rip. And the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Swords is that's not happening. You're spending the money on you, and they're trying to figure out like what exactly is going on to a point where you don't seem to get the implied covert message that you should spend that money on them. And the Page of Swords represents how, once again, and you already have the Page of Swords in this reading. Page of Swords is they want your money. They want to get your money from you. They are trying to separate you from your money, from your cash, from everything financially, materialistically that you can shower them with. And the Five of Cups and the Unalive card represents here, that's not happening. You know, that's not happening. They're going to be met with a whole lot of regret, because you Libras are not going for any of that. You know, they would have a better chance digging for gold on the beach than they would getting you Libras to actually get, you know, to actually do what it is that they want you, what they want you to do. So other than that, you know, you Libras got to watch your back, yo. Y'all Libras, like I said in so many of my readings, y'all be thinking that sometimes y'all be having friends, and, you know what I'm saying? And you know, you got to mind your surroundings, Libra. Mind your surroundings. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. Trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 100,000 subscribers. I have 14,180. Yeah, appreciate it.